advantages over other parks, alongside the oblivious reason to visit a park that is wild animals. The gorge excursion and the rock climbing is a prolific experience only as the visitor does it again, despite the fatal accidents that have occurred there. Our focus today is on the diminishing attraction of the Oljorowa Gorge by our own Willie Dennis Njero.
Beauty, serenity, befitting the spectacle acts of Mother Nature at the Hell's Gate National Park, Naivasha in the county of Nakuru. It is said by those who have paid a visit here that the park is nothing without the gorge, whose magnificence is an attraction site to all scopes, ranging from famous movies such as Tomb Raider 2, King Solomon's Mine, and the animation of the Lion King movie.
I think there's nothing like it, to be honest, because when you're actually out in the wilderness like this, you're not in the car, but you experience it. It's way different. You feel much closer to the animals, you know?
It was amazing. It's really beautiful, really nice, and everybody's so nice and so peaceful. So thank you for welcoming us here.
Located to the southeast of Naivasha town is the park that sits on a 68.2 km square, attracts cycling, rock climbing and excursions. At the 17 kilometers long Oljorowa Gorge, where fatal accidents have been witnessed. This is the utmost scenic section of the gorge at the Hell's Gate National Park, which as for now remains closed. In 2012, youth from a PCA church in Nairobi perished here due to flash floods, prompting the park to close for 2 months. After reopening, a similar incident was witnessed here 7 years later. Another 6 tourists and a guide all perished, prompting the government to close the excursion 2nd September 2019.
Hii gorge ilifungwa na 2019 hadi wakati huu na haijai funguka, na kuna watu wengi wanategemea hapa ndani, wanalisha watoto wao hapa ndani.
We have a belief, and we believe that justice delayed is justice denied. And we feel as the family of tour guides that the government of Kenya has really neglected us for a very long time.
The advent of the corona pandemic into the country months later would only aggravate the situation for the tourists both locally and internationally. In 2017, the park received a total of 155,315 tourists, with slight growth to 163,933 in 2019. The figure soared to 168,824 in 2019, before the number plummeted to just 35,285 last year. The outcomes have adversely touched the lives of the tour guides who earn a living from the park.
It is a clear message, and we want to send this message right to the head of state, the President Uhuru Kenyatta Muigai, the CS of Tourism, Najib Balala, the Kenya Wildlife Service Director General Brigadier Waweru, that people in Hell's Gate National Park, Hell's Gate National Park, are really suffering at a very high cost. Reason being, this is the main source of income that these people depend on.
The community that resides within the park benefits from sale of artifacts and entertainment of guests at the Maasai Cultural Center. A contingent of the WRC teams were hosted at the park for the 2021 event, having the ambience of the Moran fusion.
Na tuna wageni juu wanasema imefungwa gorge. Sasa tunataka atufungulie, tafadhali Uhuru Palangala. Tunakuomba kuja utufungulie gorge ndio watoto wetu wasome. Tuko na shida.
So in as much as the community benefits, but also the government will as well benefit from the revenue that they collect from the gates.
The closure of the gorge has enabled the government to enhance safety routes with proper signage, put up gabions and multiple concrete staircases to facilitate movement. However, with suspension ladder yet to be put up by the KDF as promised, the park may not be 100% safe after all.
Tumeona magari zikianguka, watu wanagongwa na mapikipiki na hatujaiona barabara ile imefungwa. Hata pia juzi pale Ukambani tumeona basi imebebwa na flat, na watu karibu 30 wamekufa na hiyo maji. na wajaanza kufunga pale kwa ile kalabat ambayo magari zinapita imesababisha ile accident.
We have had stairs that have been constructed at the entrance and the exit of the main gorge, and our main agenda, our main issue is that they reopen at least the part that is already done.
This notwithstanding, this group that resides inside the park cry foul over the order at the main entrance in outsourcing for tour guides, saying that they should be prioritized.
Wanachukua tour guide wanauza na basikeli zao, hata basikeli za park haziuzwi, basikeli za community na hawa guides.
It is with anticipated move that the tour guides in here awaits the government's directive on when the gorge will resume service. Reporting for TV47 from the Hell's Gate National Park, Naivasha in Nakuru County, I'm Willie Dennis Njiro.